Hey there, Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. I want to take a moment to thank you so much for your likes, your shares, your comments, your subscribes. You have helped me to grow my channel. This is my 1-year anniversary coming up on Thursday, November 7th, and I am over 1,700 subscribers. And I couldn't do that without you, without your support. And so thank you. Thank you so much. It's so gratifying. It really is. And as a way to celebrate my 1-year anniversary, I'm going to have a live event on Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time here in the United States. And I am going to pull a few cards for the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine, and then just for each of the signs, and then I'm going to take questions. So if you can't make the live event, then leave me a question below in the comment section right now, and I will be sure to try to answer as many questions as I possibly can. I'm willing to stay on for like 3 hours. I really am. So let me know what's going on in your life, and I will try to help you as best as I can. And I'm really excited. I'm really looking forward to it. So I really hope a lot of people show up and I don't end up spending the night talking to myself. So, oh my gosh, seriously, you and Cancer. I want another card. So, and first off, I'm going to try to pull cards for what should you do about this energy of this card. Okay, so, be sure to hit the notification bell if you are subscribed, and so you'll know when I go live in case you forget. Also, you'll know when I upload videos. Okay, what should Virgo do to handle this situation and this energy? What is your advice for Virgo? Oh my gosh, why am I not getting anything? This is what you got, Virgo. You have the 5 of Cups. This is regret and sadness. So, this actually feels like someone has lost a loved one. It could be recently. It could be that Mercury in retrograde is bringing that crap up. It could be that you've done something that you really regret and you wish you could take it back, but you can't. And you thought it was in the past and you'd let it go. And there's so much planetary action going on right now. It is just stirring that crap up. And so now you're dealing with the regret of that again. That's what I'm getting. Feels like those two. This would be a good time to remind you to check out your sun, your moon, and your rising if this is not resonating for you. Okay. Wow. So what should you do about it? First off, let's go with these two. Major arcanas. We have Judgment card and we have the Devil. You notice there's a bottle of wine in both of them, or champagne or whatever. I feel like it's almost like you can choose to walk away from the negative energy that is pulling you down. It is a choice. Gabriel is sounding the trumpet. You get to choose your attitude. You get to choose how you're going to manage something. There's so much in life we can't always choose our circumstances. We always get to choose our attitude. And so looking for the flowers, looking for the brightness, looking for the way forward. This week is about discerning. It is about making choices. It is about the death and the rebirth and where we're going to focus our will and our attention and where we're going to take action. And Spirit says to move away from this negative energy. That's how you get out of this. You decide you're going to. And how would you do that? Well, first off, there's people around you that want to help you, and listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. We've got the High Priestess here. This is very discerning. This is really listening into your intuition. And actually, when this moon is in on Tuesday, this would be Tuesday, is about discerning. And so the moon is in Aquarius when we start this week, and so it is this intuition. It is this really what's real and what's not. The black cat represents the unconscious, not the unconscious, the subconscious. Whatever. And then we have this Three of Pentacles. This is teamwork, but this is more about like having a goal and working on something. Do you need to distract yourself? Can you throw yourself into your work? So this week it's the work-life balance, it's the partnership, and it's the transformation. So there's a lot of energy happening here, but this regret, I think you choose to focus on something else. You choose to follow your intuition. You choose to walk away from the negative energy that is haunting you. If you have suffered a recent loss or a situation, a relationship has ended, or there's just something that's really sad and painful and there's so much regret, this is a good time to nurture yourself and care for yourself and love yourself, definitely. But that isn't any of the guidance that came up there. Let's see what the cards have. But Scorpio is all about going within, figuring out what we're going to do next, and releasing the negative energy of the past so that we can move forward in the death and rebirth process. So you have, okay, so what did I say? You need to take care of yourself, but it doesn't say so. And they're like, oh, okay, fine. So here we have, take care of yourself. It's winter. It says take care of your needs. So you need to do what you need to do to nurture yourself and care for yourself, okay? It might be focusing on something else. It might be seeking information and guidance from the spiritual realm. It might be, this feels like, this is very drawn-in energy, okay? If you need to talk to someone, but you can journal. You can listen to your intuition. That way, you stand your ground. Cancer also had that, I think. So there's a situation where maybe someone's trying to make you feel bad about choices and decisions that you've made. It is not up to other people to judge you. The only person that gets to judge you is you. And be kind to yourself and don't judge yourself harshly. I have discovered that most people do the best they can in every given moment. There are very few people out there who are deliberately screwing things up. There are a few. But mostly, most people are just going out there doing the best they can. And I'm going to bet that if you're one of the people watching this video, then you are probably not one of the people out there that are doing things bad on purpose, right? So they're doing the best they can based on what you know, what your past experiences are, what happened that day, what happened 20 years ago. All kinds of things come into play, and in any given moment, depending on where the moon is, where your emotions are, where, what's going on in your life, every moment, we're making choices and decisions as we go along. Boom, 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 boom. And we try to be conscious, and we try to be in the moment, and we try to respond and not react. But hey, reaction happens. And when it does, you're human, and you're doing the best you can. So don't judge yourself so harshly. And when other people want to judge you harshly, it's not their place. It's not their business. This is the part where healthy boundaries come into play. When that moon is in Pisces, it gets there at 6:08 p.m. on Tuesday, and it's there until Friday morning, okay? So 2.5 days of thinking about what is it that you're actually afraid of, and what can you let go of, and what's a legitimate fear, and what can you do something about? Well, okay, well, those 1 or 2 fears that actually need to be handled, then put them in the cage and then use your intuition and figure your way out through it, right? But boundaries, personal space for yourself, allow yourself space to heal, to nurture. Don't let other people run all over you. Focus on what you need to do to take care of yourself. That might be throwing yourself into a project. It might be going for a walk. It might be got stand your ground and we have say what you mean. It might be that you have to speak up. Ask for what you need. If someone has crossed a boundary, then you might need to tell them so. You might want to think a little before you do that so that you say it in a way that you don't regret later. But I find that when I stand in my truth and I say what I truly mean and what I really feel, I actually don't freaking care how people respond to it. Because the truth is the truth is the truth, right? Virgo, I know you understand that. And so sometimes, sometimes people go, wow, the consequences of you telling the truth in this situation are so big. Are you sure you're willing to deal with those consequences? And I say, if I can get up in the morning and I can look in the mirror and say, I spoke my truth, then yes, I can handle the fallout. But that's me. That might not be you. And that is not to say that sometimes that speaking my truth hasn't hurt in the immediate, like some of the reaction that I anticipated, but I couldn't do anything about because it was still my truth. But over time, I look back and I go, yeah, no, that was the right choice. So this is a week of discerning and assessing what are the right choices for you. How do you find your truth? How do you say what do you mean? Because you can't say what you mean unless you know what you mean. So take the time to nurture and take care of yourself and figure out what it is you mean, but then stand your ground and say what you mean. And don't leave space for interpretation, or should I say misinterpretation. Say it calmly. Have the conversations. Be respectful of others. Hopefully they'll be respectful of you. If they're not, it's because they're doing the best they can. But the best you can would be to be who you are. And then choose happiness. I think when you stand your ground, when you say what you mean, you can move out of this negative energy. I'm moving away from this situation. I'm saying what I mean. I don't need this crap anymore. And I am choosing to move toward the sound of the trumpet and the sunshine and the flowers. And I'm embracing with enthusiasm. Shout to the heavens with happiness. When you choose the light over the dark, that's your truth. So embrace it. It is not an easy process. There's going to be a real need and a desire to really step into the fray and to push forward this week. And mostly I've been cautioning people, don't push so hard. But with you and these cards, I say yes. Stand up for yourself. I don't think you need a win at all cost. I'm going to defeat everybody energy. No. But I am going to stand and own my space and my truth. Because when I speak the truth, look how it looks like the sound is, like the light is coming out of her mouth. Anything that you transform your life, you find the happiness, you find yourself when you decide to own who you are, when you speak your truth. Okay, so say someone has passed and you can't tell them. You can talk to them, they hear you, but maybe it helps to write a letter. And sometimes people are in the living, and your truth, you write the letter. And sometimes just writing the letter and discovering what your truth is and standing in your truth is enough. And sometimes you have to send the letter. Give yourself a couple days to decide on that. Feels really powerful. But whatever you do, move out of the dark energy. Something has brought you a sense of, I feel like oppressed is how I feel, like that was really hard, okay? Let it die out with this cycle, okay? There was a lesson in it. You got to know yourself better. Something positive. Find what that is, okay? Find what that is. Because we have black. Find richness in the dark night. That dark night of the soul moment that it seems like you might be going through. This is the part where you find out who you are and what you believe in. And there's such a gift in there. And it is dark sometimes down there. My dark night of the soul moment was so deep and dark. It was horrible. And then as I made my way up out of the tunnel of darkness, my world has been technicolor ever since. And it just keeps getting lighter and brighter. And you can do this too. It's part of the process, the death and the rebirth. You have plum, overcome your challenges. See that light shining in the darkness? Head toward the light. Okay? Feels like it's the richness of the darkness. That's the womb of creation. That's the part where you get to just be like the caterpillar that is in the chrysalis, where everything's all broken down and it's in pieces around you, and then you reconstruct yourself from a caterpillar into a butterfly, and then you break free, right? So allow yourself this space, this time. Take care of yourself. Allow for the change to happen. Discover the truth of who you are. I feel like the say what you mean almost feels like this is more about you saying what you mean to yourself. Who are you? You decide. You discern who you are. It may not be. I don't see anything here that really looks like a confrontation with another person. And I kind of feel like this is you talking to you. Who are you? What do you want? What do you want? Spirit wants to help you. You got to decide who you are, what is your truth, and where are you going, and then you have tangerine. Be spontaneous and have some fun. There is such a gift in this process to finding your truth, to finding your way to who you are. And on the other side, it's like the Wizard of Oz movie when Dorothy opens up the door and it's not black and white. Everything's in technicolor. Your life can be like that. But sometimes you just got to go through that dark night of the soul. So, love to see you back here on Thursday. If you can make it, if you can't, leave me a note. Let me know what you want to know. I will be uploading the video. And take care of yourself. Get a journal. If you are not already journaling, you should be journaling so you can work your way through this stuff. Love yourself first, okay? Love yourself best and find your own truth. All right, you take care. We'll talk soon.